All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Zelda: Link to the Past Randomizer. I'm Recedador, joined by Shasta on tracking, and we are in League Season 6, Week 5, Champions Ganon Hunt. We have GFE versus Yoinker's Wife, GFE from the Underachievers, and Yoinker's Wife from Red Stalfos Exterminators. And it looks like the Underachievers are 6-2. The Red Stalfos Exterminators 2-6. So the Underachievers are looking. They're having a bit of a slugfest for playoffs, but the Red Stalfos Exterminators are looking to hopefully take a win or two this week to maybe improve their position in their division. So Champions Ganon Hunt. This mode's a little bit different, a little bit weird. It's let's see here. It's a Triforce Hunt, 2 out of 3 pieces, and those pieces are in Pyramid Fairy. They are in on the ped or in GT Basement. We also have starting sorted boots, so you can see from the tracker. So a little bit of a quality of life. And it is Big Key Shuffle, but the GT Big Key does not exist. Hold on 1 second. All right, and so this mode, again, you're looking for 2 out of 3 Triforce pieces, and then you have to go fight Ganon, and it's fast Ganon, so the pyramid hole's already open. This leads to a few interesting situations. You're kind of looking for like a couple of different go modes, so it's weird. And like you could, you know what your pendants and crystals are, but you don't necessarily have any idea like what your go mode is going to be. So it's kind of strange. Looks like we have I saw a 5-6 on Eastern, and it looked like a regular crystal on Heron. I did not catch the desert. It was a quick map check. Also, looks like we got a Pearl already, and a hook shot from the Bonk Rock. So good thing we did not forget those with those starting boots. Looks like a pendant from Desert according to chat. Alright, GFE doing like a sync start. Gonna check all this stuff on the way to CAC. Looking for a tree pool. Yoinker's Wife went to an uncle start with a flute, so immediate payoff. Got a tree pool of bombs, I believe. Also got a bomb drop there, so this is actually a more interesting start in Ganon Hunt because you start with a sword and boots, so you don't have to stop at Uncle. You can take your weapon straight into escape and basically just clear everything out. Like even the Dark Cross. Dark Cross is very easy to get with the boots and the sword, so you can just clear all this out right away. It could possibly lead you to an early flute or bottle, the flute like Yoinker's Wife got. Let's see here. So, as I was saying, you know what your pendants and crystals are, but it leads you to like not really. You still don't know what your go mode is going to be because you have 3 different ways to get a Triforce piece. So you could be going for the pedestal, Pyramid Fairy, or GT Basement, which is open at 5 crystals. I believe I forgot to mention that. And you could be thinking about going one way, and this mode could end up turning you on a dime and taking you another way. So you have to kind of think, like, keep that in mind, and like be ready to recognize that your go mode might need to change and that you might need to do something different. So it's a very weird kind of meme mode, but it also leads to some interesting potential decision making. Looks like so far Escape has not led to much other than that flute, but that in itself is enough payoff already. Meanwhile, GFE has not found much outside of the hookshot yet. Blind's Hut was basically empty. So let's see here. We've got one more chest in here. We're doing hot strats for the guard. We get the big key text because, again, it is a big key shuffle, which means you can't just go into Escape and you can't just go into a dungeon and defeat it. You have to find the big key for the dungeons that need big keys. So there's Yoinker's wife getting her pearl. Actually, Escape paid off really well because we came out of Escape with a flute and a bottle, which are the two things that you would hope to find before you hit Kakariko. So that was actually a very helpful way to go first. Yoinker's about to pick up the hookshot. GFE, again, so far, has not found much. Does have some money. So it looks like we're getting a little close to potential Zora money. We do have the boots, so we can water walk. This is another factor when you have starting boots. It looks like we got a fire rod. Okay, finally getting somewhere. 5 rupee. I couldn't tell. I think that's a tier 2 tree pool, maybe? I want to say tier 1 was bombs. I could be wrong. Alright, library and lumberjack are both nothing. Alright, I think Hera is a regular crystal, by the way, for the tracker. Looks like Maze Race is dead. So GFE is going to leave Kakariko. Yoinkers, meanwhile, has not quite made it there yet. But Yoinkers has done all of Kakariko, so... Alright, GFE is approaching the dam. It looks like he's going to do a standard South Shore post-Kakariko kind of run here. We'll see if he wants to water walk. I mean, with the boots, it's pretty free, so... Alright, GFE gets the hook trick, so he doesn't have to do the dam twice, which is always nice to get. I guess Half Magic was on race game? I'm guessing that's what chat means. I did not quite catch what it was. I just saw GFE leave it. Looks like Quake is our sunken treasure item. And GFE is actually doing what a lot of people with boots openings do. They do Dam and Agana, and then they take over, and then they go down to South Shore again, and they do Mini Moldworm Cave to Ice Rock Cave. So they just cover all their bases. Which boots make Agana feel a lot better to do, so it's understandable. Alright, Yoinker's wife is going through Kakariko to get their whole lot of nothing. They're going to get a fire rod basically out of this, and that's it. They may go for the half magic if that's what was in race game. Some people do race game blind, so they could end up just getting it. Par for the course. So far, we haven't seen... actually, the flute does give us a lot of mountain access, so that's kind of a direction we could think about going. And GFE is actually about to get that flute. So he may end up doing... They both may end up doing some of the mountain before they do too much of South Shore. Alright. I don't think Yoinker's wife did Dark Cross, which is pretty free to do, especially with the boots in this mode, because you don't really need to see what you're doing, you can just bonk into the torch, and it puts you right where the chest is. Just bonk and then walk straight up, and you'll get the chest pretty easily. Yorker's wife is almost to the fire rod, but again, not much going on in Kakariko. GFE's covering escapes, so we're seeing kind of the same stuff we already saw. Nothing new just yet. I'd be pretty tempted to go up the mountain before I did all of South Shore, maybe in the hopes of getting like even more money for Zora. Although, if you find the hammer on South Shore, you could also clear Hera. So that is something to consider. Alright, Yoinker's activating the flute. And I don't believe there was anything else in Escape. Oh yeah, we have a bottle, so we got that from Escape. Alright, Sick Kid is just 50 rupees, so nothing too helpful there. The bottle is in Zelda Cell, I think. Fire Rod for Yoinker's wife, so they're almost through Kakariko. We'll see if they get the half magic. Alright, GFE is setting up a Death Warp, so he is definitely going to go for Dark Cross. So that's something I don't believe Yoinker's wife did, so that could be something new, something good. And with Fire Rod, it's actually in Logic, because you can light up the torches on the way. Oh, Yoinker's wife, I think this was blind, or I don't think they checked the race game, so they're going to get half magic. I'm actually a little bit surprised GFE left it. It is, I mean, it's like right in the beginning of the game, and you have so much more game to use that. Maybe if they get the mirror, they're considering mirroring to get it later. I don't know. Alright, we're almost to the Dark Cross chest. GFE doing the bonk and getting straight to the chest. It's just 20 rupees, so Yoinker's wife is not missing out on anything there. And I believe that means our key is in the back behind the glove. So there's 2 more items in the back of Escape if we find a glove. Alright, GFE is going to go activate the flute. We'll see where he goes after that. Yoinker just did pretty much this. Actually, Yoinker's fluted to desert to get Agina's cave, so Agina's cave. So they still haven't even made it to the dam to get Quake yet. Alright. I think this is probably dam. Yeah, dam for Yoinker's wife. We're gonna get Quake. And GFE, will GFE go to the mountain, or will they eat the South Shore? Well, first we're gonna check the bottle. Good call. Sick Kid. Ooh, that puts us at Zora money, like right at Zora money, so I don't know, South Shore is looking kind of interesting. Just to get Zora out of the way. Maybe you could pick up like the Mitzer, or like the hammer or something, I mean, to go do Hera. So, Mini Moldworm Cave, that's going to be new, we haven't seen that yet. Alright, too bad it was Ether, or not Ether we picked up. Well, we didn't have enough magic for it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Nice free full magic. Okay, we're converging on Mini Moldworm Cave now for everybody. Alright, even more money to take to Zora. Oh, we do have the Pearl, so we could dive up to, or run up to Hobo, sorry. Set up a water walk, run up to Hobo, and then swim down, get the waterfall, get a water walk, and go to Zora area, and taking care of Zora. And, alright, yep, Mini Moldworm Cave was just pretty much junk. And now we're going to do Ice Rock Cave, and I would be incredibly surprised if we didn't water walk out of here. Yoinkers is going to run. Oh, nice hook speed for GFE, setting up the water walk. So if anybody's never seen a water walk, you dash along the edge of the pit. Once you go and jump downward into the water, you will be in a water walk state, and you become Link Jesus, and you can walk on water, or in this case, run. All right, looks like Hylia Island is nothing. We're gonna dash to Hobo, and then probably swim to Waterfall, get the water walk state, and then check Zora. I mean, we have like 800 rupees now. Oh, Yarker's wife is not doing any of the water stuff, so that's interesting. That's not you don't see that a lot with the starting boots. Has gone up the mountain. We're doing Old Man in the Dark. This is really easy to do, especially with the sword. And then we're probably going to take that hook shot across and see what we can get. I wouldn't be surprised to see some progression over there. Basically, all we have left outside of the mountain is Sahasrala's Hut and Eastern, so... I don't know, it's kind of hard to not dip Eastern before you get the big key and bow, but people do like to try it. Alright, we have the Moon Pearls, so we can swim out and swim back in, and we have Water Walk State. So we can grab these items. We got an Ice Rod and a blue boomerang. All right.